regardless where they are next year, the professional players, and they need to come together as a team tonight and give a performance for these fans that they can be proud of.
So here we go. Aaron Moore is our referee.
Stay behind, boys.
And Tom Grant is the video referee.
Stay behind.
And we're about to get underway. What a season it's been for Wakefield. Josh Rourke, who keeps Max Jowett out of the side, gets us underway. And it's Wallace with the first run for the Tigers. As you say, they need to start well.
Yeah, they do. And just a little bit on Josh Rourke. I watched him last year for the London Broncos, and he was sensational there. And he's got an ability just to keep chasing kicks and score tries. I think he's a very dangerous fullback, and one that obviously Darrell's brought in, and he's done exceptionally well. But like you say, it's really important. Just looking at Castleford's setup, they look like they are going to move the ball. Great conditions here, Stuart, to do that.
Well, they've got to give it a go, haven't they? 5 straight defeats. Embarrassing, chastening defeats in which, well, they scored just 22 points, as you say. 4 tries in 5 games tells its own story. Horn at dummy half. Ball goes back to Dejanassi.
Well, it was a charge down by Meekin.
Yeah, it was. He loses the ball, according to Aaron Moore.
It was the second bite. He charged it down. I think he might have got away with the first one, but then if you watch it on the replay, it's a charge down. And then the next time he goes for the ball, he drops the ball. Just going back to your point, that was close there, wasn't it, to conceding points there, but a lucky break for Dejanassi. Just going back to your point there, Stuart, they've only scored 22 points, and you can start to think that their attack needs to better, but they have conceded over 220 as well in the 5 games, so they've got to sort both sides of the game, attack and defence, and obviously they're both linked. So if they can start strong, which they're going to get some possession and some territory here, it'll go a long way to making them much more difficult to beat tonight.
Yeah, well, Chris Chester, interim coach, very much a reluctant coach, stepping into the breach. Ryan Carr, the new coach, will arrive here the first week in November. That's the hope anyway. Here is Lawler. But yeah, Mike McMeekin catches that chance down. He's under the post.
Yeah, that's the worst possible start. But as it is, you know, they're throwing some shade at themselves. But that's great defence there by young Ollie Pratt. We mentioned him previously. He's been sensational in the left centre for the Trinity.
Yeah, played a big role, didn't he, in the promotion-winning side, Ollie Pratt. First glimpse of him this year for Super League, and many have been infused by what they've seen. Tex Hoy it is with the kick. It's allowed to bounce.
It's strange.
Taken well by Josh Raw. That was a great kick by Tex Hoy. You picked out the 2 fullbacks, and they were in the thick of it there.
Yeah, and it was luckily that Josh Rock was there. And he was on the spot to catch that ball, because it was John Stone who let that ball bounce. And now it's a very tough ask for these outside backs of Wakefield to come out. Great shot there as well by Liam Horn.
Liam Horn, aggressive. I think Chris Chester demanded some pride and passion. He's got it so far. Mason Lino with the kick downfield. To be good, didn't it? Here is Hoy now. Is he too close to the sideline? Looked like he was in touch there, and he was. Fantastic defence. Tex Hoy going to the left. Johnston was involved.
I think they may challenge this. Joe Westerman's sprinted over, and he's saying he's not happy with that. But that was fantastic defence and very risky play from Tex Hoy. We know he likes to take chances, but on that occasion, after such a good defensive set, it's completely flipped this momentum on its head, and now Wakefield have an opportunity to post the 3 points.
McMeekin it is, have played the ball. First real opportunity then for Wakefield inside the Cass half. Already beaten the Tigers twice this year. Here is Lino dropping it off. Then Matty Staunton. First season at Wakefield has been hit hard by injuries, but he's fit and firing now. Here is McMeekin once more. Played a big part in all the good stuff that Darrell Powell did in his spell here at Cass. Couple of yards away. Here is Hood now. Layoff for Jay Pitts. Pitts, the captain, right in front of the post. Last one. The defence has to be strong now for Cass. Hood it is. Little offload to this left-hand side, and Johnston will score. Tom Johnston gets the ball down. Pretty sure he's managed to score. Tom Johnston with another.
We're checking touchline.
The video ref will make the call, but is that Tom Johnston's 99th try for Wakefield?
Check if there's a possible obstruction, Tom. I've not got anything in the build-up, mate. Especially when it's been passed out to the winger.
Tackle 5, we're trying field, we're checking for a possible obstruction and then to touch and grounding. So we play from this point, so Meakin gets through the line. The ball's clearly gone there. It's a defensive decision to bite in on the lead runner. So we're into grounding now. So we clear up to this point, caught clean. Still good to this point. The ball appears to be grounding. I'm just going to confirm from the alternate angle. Give me much. Ball is in his hand. I'm grounded. I made my decision.
Well, there you go. Tom Johnston loves to score a try. Loves to score a try against Castleford. And it is try number 99 in a Wakefield jersey for the prolific Tom Johnston. And they hit the front after 4 minutes.
Yeah, you got the feeling when Texoy went into touch that, you know, when you're conceding on average 40 points over your last couple of games, it's always going to be difficult to get that resilience when you're turning over cheap ball. And then from the resulting play, they got to the line quite methodically. As we see the replay once again, a Texoy going into touch. And once they got this position, Liam Hood, Jake Truman, he sees the winger coming in. It's Will Tate who flies in off his line. And then the ball over the top. The execution doesn't quite match the ambition, but Tom Johnstone picks it up off his bootlaces and opens the scoring for the Trinity. Great start.
Well, Mason Lino was sin bin in the thumping win for Wakefield against Huddersfield last week for the 3rd time this season. Mason Lino was sin bin. He still managed to kick 8 out of 9 in that big win for Wakefield. What's he going to do with his first kick here tonight? Just going to fall short to the right of the post. So 4-0 it is. Worrying for Cass. First time that Wakefield threatened, Wakefield score.
Yeah, and it was, you know, there's different things being done there by defences. They're all sliding off. Senior's getting off his man. Sorry, Sam Wood's getting off his man there. And unfortunately, Will Tate just doesn't bide his time. He shoots in the ball over the top. We know how good Jake Truman is and how devastating it can be when he's put in them positions. It's important now we get a bit of a resolve from Castleford. They get back into this fight. We mentioned the start and it's not been great.
Well, you mentioned Jake Truman, very much a key part. If Truman's fit, Wakefield inevitably do well and Wakefield win. He's missed half the season. Of course, Jake Truman himself over 100 games here at Castleford, another of those crossover players, but he's key for them, isn't he? If Truman stays fit, they're a show.
Well, exactly that, Stuart, and I think, you know, you look at this side now and it's a very good side. You look at the bench, they've got Griffin, Tony Smith and Fatatile. That shows you the depth they've got and the strength they've got through the squad. I think they're a real dangerous. If they can get into the 6, well, they can pose a threat to anybody.
The kick from Lino came off the fingertips of the Wakefield winger, Lachlan Walmsley, so Cass will get it back. It'll be Malla who'll play the ball. 4-0 though in favour of Wakefield. Already beaten their big rivals twice this year by a solitary point at Bellevue when, if you remember, Cass were in control for a lot of that game, and then a quite convincing win at Magic Weekend.
Joe Westerman really getting his hands on the ball playing more than carrying the ball. I like it when he really varies it up like he's doing now. He's a big man with great ball skills.
Career game number 458. He's even overtaken you.
Yeah, been an absolute veteran and star of the game. Can play at 6, 13 prop. Played international as well. Fantastic player.
It's a really good kick, and it eluded everybody. Bounced again for, this is where Rourke is dangerous too, in open play, but with a really good kick.
He just never seems flustered, does he? Even at that point there, when you could sort of say he should have got the ball on the full, but the next job is he calms, he throws the dummy, gets his nose through and gets a quick play of the ball.
We were more flustered for him, I think, weren't we? But he just played it very cool. Here is Lachlan Walmsley. He'll be leaving Wakefield at the end of the year. No shortage of suitors, I'm sure, for Walmsley.
It's a great shot there by Sam Ward.
Wood on Nicotimo, just inside the Cass half. Last tackle, here is Hood. Goes back again for Lino. Teasing kick towards Tex. Hoy, who takes it really well. Under pressure, cracking take by Hoy.
Well, that's much better. That's how you want to start your set. Doesn't take his eyes off the ball. You know, gets through, carries the first defender, plays the ball and puts his team in a better position to attack this next set.
10-game absence for Tex Hoy. Made his comeback last week. Yet another defeat. That was against Lee. Yeah, these 5 defeats, Lee, Catalan, Leeds, Hull KR and Saints. They conceded, as Kevin mentioned, a bucket load of points. Now, chance maybe here for Wood. He's got support from the young winger, Will Tate. Good tackle from Johnston. Last one. Plays the ball. Wood gets it back here for Atkin. Another really good take by Rourke, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think he's got a little bit lucky there, did you?
The last couple of games, you can see why, Kevin. Darryl Powell has said, well, you're the man who's played well, you're the man in the jersey. And if Wakefield are leaving Max Jowett out, he must have a very good reason for doing it.
Exactly that, because every time I watch Max Jowett, he's a star, isn't he? So what Josh Rourke has already done in this game, not only is he good at the other end of the field, when he has to show his defensive attributes, he's got that in bucket loads. He's brave, he's intelligent. So yeah, it's a really good headache for Darryl Powell to have at this end of the season. 2 fantastic fullbacks vying for position.
That's it, on the line, mate. Go on, you just get up and play it. Get up and play the ball.
Yeah, you hear Aaron Moore there just telling him to stop moaning. They love a moan, the rugby league players.
If you're not moaning, you're not trying, are you?
4-0 Wakefield in front here. St Helens lead by the same scoreline in that big game at the TW Stadium. Dion Cross with the try.
Really liking the variety of attack. They've had a couple of looks at this right edge. They've gone to the left edge and going through the middle. Different kickers as well. Chris Chester will be quite happy how they've settled in after the try.
Oh, a mistake! Well, they've been praising Josh Rourke, and that looked like an easy take for the fullback. Josh Rourke makes the mistake. I think it may be a penalty anyway.
It's a penalty because I think it was Mason Lino in front of him.
Yeah, picks
the ball up, and he has to do that because there's yellow shirts all around. It's a real big opportunity now for the Tigers.
Great chance here for Cass. Liam Hall. Joe Stimson. The Aussie prop close to that try line. Horn, it is now. Go to the left-hand side. Dejan Assi. Atkin! May well have come off a Wakefield hand.
No advantage.
No advantage, says the referee.
Where do you want it, middle?
So Wakefield
I want you a bit
will be under pressure once more.
That's why.
Yeah, put that down as a try saver there from Lachlan Walmsley. Chris Atkin gets round Cam Scott. And it looks like Elliot Wallace is going to go in the corner. That right arm from Walmsley stops the try, but he hasn't stopped this wave of attack from the Tigers. They're going to have to repeat that effort to keep them out.
Can they get themselves back in this game? Big set right on the Wakefield line. Hall, they come to the right-hand side. Atkin with a sidestep, goes for the line. As Atkin managed to score. Wow, he saw the gap and he scored the try. Chris Atkin it is. A little sidestep. They all bolted in the Wakefield defence. The gap opened and he burrows his way over. Atkin's try, Cass, a level in the derby.
Yeah, and put that down to the ball the movement they've had in the opening 13 minutes. They've moved it to the right, the left. Just look how hard Jake Truman's travelling there. He's trying to get to Texoy and Sam Wood. He overchases, but then he bounces off his right foot, does Chris Atkin. And then the bravery he shows just to go head down and just crash in at the thighs of Josh Rourke. It's a really difficult and brave bit of skill to do to get the ball down. That's a great try, and like we said before, I think Chris Chester will be delighted the way that they've responded after the try. They haven't let the heads go down. There will be a confidence issue at this club at the moment because of the last 5 weeks, conceding so many points, as we mentioned. But Chris Atkin there looks to have put his team in front for the first time.
Dejan Assi in the B. Ever present for Cass in 2025. Atkin with the try. No mistake from Dejan Assi. Coming up for 15 minutes on the clock. And it's 6-4 to Cass.
Yeah, 6-4 to Cass, and it's a beautiful try. Right foot step. Player who I used to play with at Salford. A great player, so versatile as well, Chris Atkin. I think it was a great signing from Cass. When he was struggling, and when Salford was struggling, they picked him up along with Brad Singleton. He can play at 9, 13, 6, 7, 1. He's showing tonight his class as a half-back.
Lawler, one of the other ever-presents in the Castleford side this year. Yeah, Atkin joining the exodus from Crisis Club Salford back in May.
Move! Well, 2.
Big hit.
Wasn't it by Liam Wood? Right at the back of the knees.
Katibo it was.
Oh!
Simbakin.
He's 4.
Been impressed with Simbakin in what's been a disappointing season. Ball goes backwards and Simbakin picks up the loose ball. Fortune favours the brave. And they'll carry on, Cass, the charge down. But it's Simbakin who picks up the pieces. Here is Assi now. Senior. Oh, they made a mess of that. Wakefield will celebrate. What an opportunity for Cass, and they chose the wrong pass.
They did. They probably got a little bit impatient there, and it was Dejan Assi who decided to move the ball. You know, Mike McMeekin gets his second charge down of the game. They knock the ball back, and Simbakin gets the ball. And off the back, if you just look at the middle, though, the middle are really fatigued and they're actually struggling, but they decide to go to the edge, and Cam Scott picks him up, the help with Mason Lino and throw him in touch. But Castleford, they'll still be quite happy where they've turned the ball over, but that was an opportunity there, Stuart.
Oh! Police one holding here. Oh! Oh, 1.
Much better though, hasn't it? Much better. They've responded, Cass, for sure.
Yeah, they're playing off energy, aren't they? It's not all pretty, no, but the scrambling. You know, they wanted that more than Wakefield. What they've got to do now is back it up like they have done. That's a great shot again from Lewis Senior.
Actually, Staunton with the mistake. This is the best that we've seen from Cass in, well, certainly 6 or 7 weeks. But commitment, they're being up for it.
Yeah, and just getting the bodies in front again. Lewis Senior just throws himself at a big man there in Matty Staunton. And the last time we saw Castleford have a scrum, he came away with points. sure Chris Atkin will be looking to do something similar. May not come quite as quick or quite as easy in this set.
Wakefield's hopes of the playoffs still very much in their own hands. A point clear as it stands of Hull FC. They have Hull KR at home and Salford away as their last 2 games. This, make no mistake, is a big night for Darryl Powell's side. Here is Simbikin, Wakefield on the defence, Jay Pitts, who week in, week out is their top tackler. Puts in a mountain of work, does Pitts. Westerman, little step, 10 yards away from that line. Liam Horn, they go to the right-hand side with Simbikin. Yeah, he's been a shining light for me this year. He's had a decent first season in the Super League. Jeremiah Simbikin. Hood now. Westerman forced to turn under pressure. Gets the ball out. Senior now. Mellor. Alex Mellor it is. Last one. Go the short side with Horn. Simbikin. Put a little kick through. There was nothing in that, was there? Yeah. Paul last tackle play.
You've cursed him.
Yep.
You said how well he's done, but I don't think he's been brought over for his left-footed kicking game. And he puts that one way too deep. Instead of turning the ball over in a nice area, Wakefield get a 7's tackle set off the 20-metre.
Well, here is Walmsley. Just shy of halfway.
All the way back.
Yeah, and as good as Castleford have been so far, they have given a couple of opportunities to a very good Wakefield side.
Katibo. Well, Castleford have most of the ball, haven't they, to be fair?
Yeah, that's what I mean. And they've probably not profited quite enough from that.
Runner for Tony on the last ball now with Truman. Puts the kick up towards the corner for Johnston to chase. Knocked backwards, picked up by Tex Hoy. And Cass will survive. But yeah, you can just see the danger that Truman can provide. And it was Will Tate charging out from his own line. Midway point of the first half. Cass in front, 6-4.
And if there is one area Chris Chester will be saying we need to improve, it'll be the last players. We just saw there that Simbikin went and rolled it dead. A couple of occasions they've been charged down, a couple of fortunate bounces, but yeah, they'll be looking to do more like what Jake Truman's done there and really turn the pressure up and put them in difficult areas.
Ashley under pressure from Pitts. Gets the kick away, and here is Johnston. One try needed tonight for his century for Wakefield, and his second spell, of course, with the club. It was his try that gave Wakefield the lead, but now they're chasing the game. Here is Cam Scott, just over halfway.
And this is where Mason Leno, Jake Truman will just be telling his big forwards like Mike McMeekan, get us forward, get us in an area, and then they'll look to pull the trigger and expose this defence.
Tony. He's been part of the revival for 3 years, runner for Tony. Big part in what Wakefield have done. Here is Truman, lovely little dummy. Ball inside for Scott. Last tackle. 6 yards away from the line. Hood it is, and Leno with the kick through. It was well taken. Atkin was jolly on the spot, does really well to bring the ball away.
Well, he returned that with interest there, Chris Atkin. Not only did he save the try or the dropout, he got a quick play of the ball and got 20 metres. It's a great set so far from Cass.
They're up for it. They really are up for it. What it was. Tate goes on his own. With 3 tackles, they're already 30 yards from that line. Here is Westerman. They're always trying offload. He does to Horn. Last one. What have they got in the bag? Is it going to be a good last tackle play? RC with the ball out there for Senior. Senior now in at the corner. Is Elliot Wallace. They've got another one. Brilliant play. Shifting the ball to the left. Quick hand. A shot on her hands here at Weldon Road. Wakefield extend their lead. Cass extend their lead. 10 points to 4.
Yeah, and Chris Atkin, not only did he score the first try, he starts this one off as well. He catches the ball on the line, he gets his head down, puts a bit of footwork on, but he plays the ball quick as well, Stuart, and that gives his teammate the chance to get this territory. And then Atkin to Arsin, he looks like he's going to kick the ball, but it's a beautiful tunnel ball. And then real unselfish play by Lewis Senior puts Elliot Wallace in for the score, to put the scores 10 points to 4 with the kick to come. It's been a brilliant start from Cass Tigers tonight, and we mentioned the derby effect, and you can just sense the fizz around the stadium now that they've got a chance. It's not about damage limitation like we mentioned before, it's about going on and winning this game and really attacking this Wakefield Trinity side.
What a start. It just goes to show, doesn't it? The puzzlement of being where on earth has this performance been for the last 5 or 6 weeks. Dejanassi off the touchline. But make no mistake, Cass deserved this. They played exceptionally well. Assi off the touchline, fades across the post, but 10 points to 4 and a deserved lead for Castleford against their big rival.
Yeah, they're just playing with energy at the moment, aren't they? Energy, and then when they get in the right areas, they have got the talent and they have got the expertise to really pour some points. Elliot Wallace, he's had a difficult season, started at Huddersfield, went to Leeds, and now he's at Castleford, doing a fantastic job.
The Rourke will get us underway again, and Darryl Powell will be talking about intensity. We've seen it from Cass. We haven't seen it so far really from Wakefield.
Well, maybe they thought they were just going to come here and steamroll this Castleford side. But Cass have got other ideas. They're really challenging Wakefield. And Wakefield's defence on every player, even when they go up the middle like they do now, they're going with shape, they're running really hard. And they're playing with lots of confidence, you've got to say.
Also got to say, 15 minutes to go to half-time. Bit of credit goes to the ref, Aaron Moore. He just let this game go, hasn't he?
Yeah, he has, and it's been a really quick game, Stuart, end to end, hasn't it?
Yeah. Atkin with a testing kick, bounces once into the arms of Lachlan Walmsley. You see so many games, though, where the whistle is permanently in the referee's mouth. If there's no clear indication of foul play, let it get on with it.
Yeah, that's what the fans want to see. That's what the players want. Everyone wants entertaining. Penalties and ill discipline is not entertaining. But this definitely is tonight.
McMeekin. Last one, Wakefield. Been a bit pedestrian, haven't they, so far? Truman for Hoy. Was Hoy impeded? I think he was, yeah. No arguments there.
Yeah, Josh Rock was chasing. He only had eyes for the ball.
Right.
But, well, I think he got shoved himself, and I don't think there was any intention there. We get the replay, he gets shoved himself, and then, for me, he's got his eyes on the ball, but you can't just clatter the legs of Texoy, so correct decision. But the intention for me wasn't there.
Middle of the screen on the left-hand side, Graham Steadman, who was invited back this week, by the way, former Castleford legend, to give a talk to the players, a bit of inspiration. It certainly worked. Over 230 games, 4 years as coach, Graham Steadman. Great Britain international.
Yeah, an absolutely legend of the game, and even more so in Castleford. Super player and coach.
4 years he was coach here. Lawler. Atkin, who's been outstanding so far. Hoy now with the offload. Having a go. Kevin spotted it in the first couple of minutes. They've come to play. Simbakin at dummy half. Atkin. Here is Westerman now. Dejan Assi with a little dummy. Good pass out again for Wallace. Runs into Cam Scott, but they're a couple of yards away from the line. Ball will find its way. Assi again. Not play that. Still the last tackle. It's Mella who'll swing the kick to this far side. Picked up by Tate. Wood will score! Sometimes you need a little bit of luck. And they got a little bit of luck, Castleford. But you can't take it away from the effort that they put in so far. Wood gets their third try. Wakefield are stunned. And Castleford 14-4.
Well, I don't think there's much luck in that there, Stuart. I think they moved the ball to the right, they shipped it to the left, and Elliot Wallace looked like he was going to go in. Then it was a poor play of the ball, and Dejan Assi gets the ball, and Kayas Bayatili puts him under pressure. The kick gets charged down, but then look how they play from this. It comes to Alex Mella, the skipper, who finds a beautiful kick, and then Will Tate just finds the offload. That's just sensational. Reactive play from Sam Wood to wrap round the back. It's great play from Mella, who's not usually a kicker of the ball. And what a try. They're really turning it on. They have come to play, and Darryl Powell is being out Darryl Powell by a very similar sort of attack.
The slice of luck that I was talking about was the fact that the kick came from Alex Mella, who's probably kicked about 2 or 3 times in his entire career, but he got it absolutely spot on. Chris Chester, well, they'll be delighted, so he should be. Questions will remain, where on earth has this performance been? But they have come to play, and they are showing the intensity and the passion and the desire that has been demanded of them for the past 6 or 7 weeks.
And that's probably the most frustrating thing for everyone involved with Castleford Tigers. I remember watching them not long ago against Wigan on this ground, and they should have won that game. They were very, very good. Very similar tonight. This game is not over though, Stuart. They can't just rely on, being 10 points up or 12 points up. Wakefield will come back at them. They need to keep going.
When they played earlier on in the season, Cass dominated the first half when they played at Bellevue. And Wakefield found a way to win, didn't they? So, no joy from the boot of Dejan Assi, but 14 points to 4, 10 minutes to half-time, and very, very good value.
Yeah, and Chris Chester will be open this half. Goes on forever because they just look like they're getting better and better, don't they? The crossfield kick was perfect, and then the offload from Tate was absolutely spot on. There was absolutely no luck involved with that one, Stuart. Perfectly planned move.
That is what Alex Mella will be telling everybody afterwards. He knew exactly what he was doing. He knew exactly where the kick was going.
He'll be telling the half-backs that's how it's done.
Yeah, he might have had his eyes closed when he was kicking.
Volley, mate. For 1.
14 points to 4. Not many outside of the Cass camp would have seen this coming. But you were met by a couple of Castleford fans.
I was
walking up to the gantry.
And I asked them what did they think, and they said, well, it's a matter of is it going to be 30 we lose by or 40, and I thought that's not very optimistic, but they will be now off the back of this, and you can see both sets of fans, and I'm looking over at the Wakefield fans now, and they look shocked because I think everyone here expected the formality tonight. One team that'll be cheering the black and whites in Hull because it gives them a great opportunity to get themselves back in the 6 if it stays like this.
But of course that's the action on Sunday afternoon, isn't it? OKR against Hull. Great chase again by the impressive Simbakin. Boy, they're up for this. Offside then. Offside, penalty to Wakefield, chance to get back in it.
Yeah, and the last time we saw Wakefield start a set in the half, they scored a try in the opening period of the contest, and Texoy was carried into touch. It's a big set now for both sides.
Darryl Powell, he looks disappointed, doesn't he? Complacency, maybe?
Yeah, maybe, but I think what we've seen is a bit of an ambush from Castleford. No one expected them to have this sort of performance. they can keep it up for another 50 minutes or so,
Goal one.
they'll be very close to getting the points in this one.
Meakin charging for that line. They need a score, they need a lift. Young Harvey Smith is on the field. Rourke cuts back inside. Teenage hooker, a real starlet. He's going to be a big star of the future. Here is Truman. A Tony now. Lawler and Westerman bring him down. Right in front of the Castleford post. Smith again on the last. Lino. Good tackle. Smith. Nowhere to go. Caught on the last. He was caught in two minds. But everything Cass are doing, they're doing really well. Great defensive set on their own line to keep Wakefield out.
Well, when you see Cass's defence, the way that they're working for each other, the way that they're showing resilience, you scratch your head and think, how have they conceded so many points? But it's got to be energy, it's got to be effort. And they're playing for that badge. We questioned, you know, their effort and their energy and their pride. Well, it's been here in bucket loads, and this will really help. A relieving penalty. Wakefield just too eager.
I wonder if Ryan Carr has got up in the early hours, St George and Aurora assistant coach, of course, to have a look at this. All very encouraging. Not for Darryl Powell, though. Yeah, those defeats, they conceded 46 against Leeds, 38 against Catalan, 64 against Leeds. They haven't reached touch with the kick, and that is criminal. Walmsley takes it in.
Well, that is criminal. Just when it looks like it's going to relieve any pressure, it just completely flicks on its head once more. A set restart to boot. Could have been in a better position now, Wakefield Trinity.
Well, they should be midway inside the Wakefield half. Fartilli, what a player he's been. One of the finds of the year, Caius Fartilli. Tony looking to offload right in front of the post. Building the pressure, but Cass will only have themselves to blame. Truman, here is Lino. Lino there, looking for Staunton. Just shy of the line. Rourke will go on his own. And they've been caught cold. Josh Rourke, straight from the play the ball. Wakefield are back in it.
Just check the pick-up from Josh Rourke.
They're just going to double-check. It was a clean pick-up and a clean touchdown. But out of nowhere, it looked like Wakefield are back in business.
Tackle 4 with try and field. We're checking to confirm there's no knock-on, and then into grounding. So the ball has been picked up clean. And we continue to grounding now. Ball appears to be grounded. I'll just check this angle. Ball is grounded. I've still all I need.
Thanks, mate.
Well, there you go. They were just double-checking. It all came from the Cass mistake. When they were awarded a penalty, they failed to find touch.
Just there, mate.
And punished, and how, by Josh Rourke and by Wakefield.
Yeah, and that's why he's in the side.
Yeah.
Nothing really looked on there. It was a great tackle by some scrambling defence on Matty Staunton. But Tex Hoy, he'll be absolutely disappointed with himself there that he doesn't find touch. We said it could be a crucial period. And then off the back, Josh Rourke throws the dummy, gets rid of Alex Mellor and puts the ball down. He's got an ability, as Josh Rourke, just to find space. But that's a great tackle there. But then Joe Westerman, he bangs his face. Just needs to be up off the floor. Senses the gap and scores the try. Wakefield are back in this.
Lino to close the gap even more. And he does. And Josh Rourke urging the Wakefield fans to find some more noise. We have a 4-point game again, 14 points to 10.
Yeah, and there was just, it's a really easy, sloppy try that to concede. They had two chances there, one to find touch and then two after making the tackle, just to get on your feet and make the next tackle. And it's a real crucial 4 minutes or 3.5 minutes till half-time now, Stuart. It's imperative that they get to half-time, and Chris Chester can look at his players.
Well, Wigan have turned it round at Saints. 2 quick tries from Wardle and Marshall, and they now lead by 10 points to 4. Here it's 14 points to 10 in the closing stages of this first half, and it's been a cracking game, hasn't it?
It's been sensational, and Wakefield look like they're out, but they've got another penalty. I mentioned how important it is that they get to half-time. Well, we've got a big job on the hands now to actually go in at half-time in front, because they'll be dangerous from this set.
Lying on in the tackle. Too much from young Will Tate. Natkin was there as well. Here's a Tony. Dangerous times as well for Cass, isn't it? Who played so well for the vast majority of this first half. Caius Fartilli. Here is Smith, goes on his own. Mellor and Dejanassi bring him down, but again they're very close to that Castleford line. There is Fartelli. Remember, he scored an absolute stormer against Cass at Magic Weekend, going 60 yards through the Cass defence. McMeekin, good tackle by Simbikin. Last one, important play for both sides. Little short pass for Truman. Johnston can't hold on to the ball. He was caught in 2 minds, Tom Johnston, with having his right hand or his left hand, and in the end the ball goes to ground.
Yeah, Simbikin, he came up with a couple of great tackles there. One on Mike McMeekin, and then he helps out Will Tate, who's stumbling. He does a great job there, Tate. He gets his hand on the ball, he slips and he gets it out of the hand. And they look like they're going to go in now with a 4-point buffer into half-time. They'll be pretty happy with it. So they have dropped the ball.
Another mistake. Can't afford to keep making these errors. Ollie Pratt picks the ball up. Here is Truman. And they're putting themselves under pressure right at the end of this first half. Fartilli. Here is Smith now. Lino with a short pass. Truman finds Staunton. Couple of yards away. Can Cass keep them out? Smith now. Comes left to Lino. They got numbers on this left-hand side. And it's a try for Seth Nicotimo. The big question is, was it momentum or was it a double movement? Nicotimo thinks he scored for Wakefield to level the game. The referee says it was a double movement. No try. The video ref will make the call. Tom Grant.
It's tackle 2. We've got an on-field call of no try. We're checking for possible double movement. I'll play this in full speed. So you can see there is a Castleford defender in contact. At this point the tackle's complete and he promotes the ball to the goal line. I've made my decision.
Thanks, mate.
Well, there you go. Good call from Aaron Moore, spotted it straight away. It was a double movement. Kevin Brown spotted it as well. No try, and how important will that little moment be come 80 minutes? Last few seconds then of the first half, and it's 14-10 still.
Yeah, and I don't think he needed to do that. I think his body would have slid over anywhere. He's probably a little bit too keen to lift that ball off the floor and get it down. Yeah, like you say, it relieves a little bit of pressure from Cass. They found touch this time. Darryl Powell doesn't look happy at all. Just walking down.
Move all the way back.
Darryl Powell turned 60 last month. One of those experienced coaches, and he won't be very happy at half-time. For Castleford, their best 40 minutes for at least 2 months. Chris Atkin it was who was pulling the strings on Sunday afternoon. They're reminding you here at Weldon Road, Castleford leading by 14 points to 10. The team's coming out for the second half, and Darryl Powell you would say is normally pretty cool, a cool head. We'll talk about his experience. Wigan leading 12-4 at half-time in that big game at the TW Stadium. But yeah, Darryl Powell, I'd wager he may have lost his temper during half-time.
Yeah, I agree. I think it was way below what he expects from a Wakefield Trinity side in 2025. They look more like the Castleford team did over previous weeks, but they got it together in patches, and he'll be hoping that with his words ringing in their ears, they're much better in this half. I'm sure Chris Chester is delighted with the energy and the effort. They just need to tidy up in a few areas, and they'll be really confident they can go on with this game tonight.
Yeah, I think it's much to do with what Wakefield are going to do, isn't it, in this second half? For Tony, who's seen a lot of the ball. They lost Cozza early on, didn't they? So Tony's going to do a lot of work for Wakefield. Here is Harvey Smith. Just feel that Wakefield are waiting, or we're waiting for Wakefield to finally ignite. But Cass so far have been really, really good defensively too, in the main. Knock on by Truman. That was just sloppy, careless.
And that's just been the story of the night. A really good set, and then it's not been Jake Truman all night, obviously, but someone has just, popped the balloon and let the pressure off. How many times we see, and how good is that player, Jake Truman, there? 99 times 100. He puts that ball right in the corner and puts pressure on Castleford. Once again, slips through his fingers.
Yeah, well, Chris Chester, more of the same. Just keep up that intensity. They've shown real passion in the shirt, haven't they? Castleford so far. Kane Robb is marshalling his troops at dummy half. Good tackle on Atkin, had to be. The opposite number. Jake Truman. Here is Lawler now. Well, already the last one. Rob's got options left and right, and he goes right to Tex Hoy under pressure from McMeekin. Really good take by Johnston. It's a good kick as well, wasn't it, from Tex Hoy? So, bit of an arm wrestle at the start of the second half, but we will see the flair, I'm sure. Strong in defence, they've been. Rourke.
A little bit high there, and Josh Rourke struggling to get up. The referee's saying someone play it for him. That's the last thing you need when you've been slapped in the chops.
Who's together now? Hold it, boys. Hold. Go full. Aye. Move all the way back now. Go five.
Well, there's the kick downfield for Hoy, taken well, yes. Word from the touchline, Chris Chester delighted, just wants to say, carry on. Carry on regardless is the word from Chris Chester. For Darryl Powell, more intensity, that's what we're talking, and better transition from defence into attack, which has been very much lacking, hasn't it, in Wakefield's game so far.
Well, this second set, it's been scruffy again. They've shown sporadic effort, flying out the line, but missing. From Castleford, if they can put some real composed play together, I expect them to score more points.
Back in it was. Hoy now. Hoy nearly through the gap. Gets the ball out to Mellor. This is really good from Cass. Mellor, the chase is on for the corner. The ball will just drift out into touch. But that's what you can do, and that's what Cass have been doing throughout this game. Real pressure set up by Tex Hoy, then by Mellor once more. But they're having a real go, and we said that, and that's exactly what they're doing.
And the missing tackles they're making Wakefield miss really regularly at the moment. Darryl Powell, he won't be happy with that. If that ball sits up, Elliot Wallace scores there in the corner. That's a big hit from Simbikin.
Hold! Who's that, George? Hold, boys, hold!
Wakefield have got away at Leeds, at Warrington, at Huddersfield, at Lee, at Salford, and good stuff again from Tony. There is Darryl Powell. He will want a massive improvement in the second half. 9 years he was the coach at Cass, building something for sure at Wakefield. Here is Fartilli, midway inside the Castleford half. Couple of tackles left in the set. Mike McMeekin now. He'll have to take the tackle. What's this last tackle play going to look like? Mason Lino going to hoist it towards the corner. Oh, it's taken by Rourke, and that's what he does. And that's what he did all last year for the London Broncos, and he's done it again tonight. Lino's kick, Josh Rourke leaping highest, fantastic try, and he scored either side of half-time, and Wakefield are banged back in this game.
And I don't think there's a better kick chaser in terms of that exact kick, where they just put it straight on the winger or straight on the fullback's head, and he just chases it. Just look how hard he chases it. Everyone's in direct competition with him, but look how much he really wants that ball. He doesn't take his eyes off the ball for a moment. He's so determined to get that. He chased a few of these in the first half and didn't come down with it. On occasion, he flies onto the ball and scores the try that looks like it'll put Wakefield back in front.
We can see why Darryl Powell has elected to play Josh Rourke ahead of Max Jarrett. Jarrett has been outstanding, hasn't he, for the most part in 2025. That's how good Josh Rourke has been, but that was, as you say, I mean, he was steaming towards that ball, and nothing was going to stop him.
No, and nothing was going to deter his sort of vision. I think it's a really brave play. When you're just looking at the ball, you've got no idea what's in front of you. There's elbows, there's, you know, we saw in the first half when he went straight through Tex or his legs, he can get a knee to the face, but he's not bothered about that. He's only bothered about one thing, and that's the ball. He goes up, catches the ball and puts it down. That's his second try, and exactly what you've just said. That's why he's in the team. He scores try, he's a poacher, and there was nothing really on there, was there? And he just made something out of nothing.
Lino to give Wakefield the lead. Straight through the H's it goes. Well, 5 minutes before half-time. Wakefield were 14-4 down. 5 minutes after half-time, they lead 16-14.
Yeah, and Castleford, you know, they didn't do much wrong there. They could have probably just got round the ball player and the kicker, sorry, a little bit quicker, and then chase the kick, just like Josh Rourke did, and help him throwing off. We see Max Jowett there, who won penny for his thoughts.
Josh Rourke has been sensational. You haven't, we saw him do that so many times in the London Broncos side in their 1 year in Super League in 2024, and Darryl Powell very quickly making sure that he was part of the Wakefield plans going forward.
And I think sometimes we probably make this game too complicated. You kick the ball up, you chase hard, and you try and catch the ball. It's a real simple play.
Smith over halfway, last one. Lino again will try and cause all sorts of problems, and Rourke again is on the charge. Wallace, though, not under too much pressure, takes it well, but it was a good chase from Wakefield. Talked about that intensity. They've wound it up a little, haven't they, Wakefield, at the start of the second half?
They absolutely have, Stu, and well, this is a real important, probably 10 minutes for Castleford. They don't have to score points, but they have to stay in this grind. They have to stay with their energy and resilience and just stick with Wakefield, because at the moment Wakefield look like they've just up the gear a little bit.
All the way back.
That said, they've got to match Wakefield, haven't they, in every facet. Wakefield's tails are up. Massive. It is. That's a good teasing kick. Well taken again by Josh Rourke. Beats the first man in Sid McKinn. Can't beat Atkin and Liam Horn. Here is Tom Johnston. He'd love a try, wouldn't he, in the second half? That would be 100 for Wakefield if he can get another one. Scored the first try of the game after 5 minutes.
Move, hold. Go third. He's on, you're off.
Fartilli.
Oh.
What a find he's been, by the way.
Yeah, I think he's been pretty good tonight as well, hasn't he? Coming off the bench, he's really give that go forward, along with that man, Mike McMeekan. I'm just worried for Castleford now.
Yeah, Lino goes aerial once more, and Walmsley, the ball goes backwards, does it? Well, it's touched down. It's touched down by our Tony. Now, did it come off the knee of Lachlan Walmsley or not?
No try, just confirming.
If it was a knock-on, it's a no try. If it comes off his knee, it's a try for a Tony. So let's have a look.
Okay, it's tackle 5. We've got an ump called no try, taking onside, offside into the contest. So there's an offside chase to Harvey Smith. It's offside to the left. He stays well out. So now we're into the collision. Fair challenge. It's Walmsley jumps. Does that touch Walmsley's arm? The ball appears to change shape. We'll just check the finish angle. The ball touches Lachlan Walmsley's left hand, changes shape. So we'll continue. I've made my decision.
Thanks, pal.
Well, there you go. It did come off his knee, but it came off his hand first. So it is a knock-on. It's a let-off for Cass because Wakefield are flying at the moment. No try is the decision. It remains 16-14 to Wakefield.
Yeah, and Elliot Wallace is being tested at the moment. The kick's on his head. Lachlan Walmsley looks like he's struggling after that. But I think they'll be kicking back there, won't they, Stuart? You know, they've had a couple of close ones. They scored one, and then very close then.
Jay Field tries extended Wigan's lead.
You've got hold of him. Got hold of him.
Yeah, just got my eyes on Lachlan Walmsley. He's really struggling on this right wing.
Big hit. Truman, wasn't it? Truman on. Stimson. Little Lars, what a big hit that was from Jake Truman. Atkin arrowing towards that touchline, looking for a 40-20, but covered, and there's a slip. That's a really good chase. Enjoying this, you know. A lot closer than a lot of people may have thought, but Cass have been exceptional.
Yeah, and that's what you expect in a derby, isn't it? Whoever wins this game, both teams have, you know, thrown everything in terms of energy and effort at it. I think at the moment Wakefield just looking a little bit more composed with the ball.
As it stands, Wakefield 1 point clear of Hull. 2 rounds after this one, a victory. Obviously they go 3 points clear. They've got Hull KR at home and then Salford away. This would go a long way to securing a place in the playoffs for Wakefield if they can hang on to this lead or increase it and dominate the second half. Wakefield in the playoffs for me would be one of the stories of the year.
Yeah, they'll have to play a little bit better than they have played so far in this game if they want to mix it up. But we've seen that they've got that in them, and that's the worry for Castleford. If they don't start scoring some points, I do think this Trinity side have got more in them. The second phase, this is better from Alex Bella.
Yeah, 0 tackle. We've got a full set here. That was a 6 again as well. No doubt about that. Lino was hanging on. Here is Simbikin now. Back come Castleford. And the beauty of this game is it really has gone from one end to the other. Here is Lawler now attacking that Wakefield line.
On the line! Why?
great opportunity for the Tigers. Horn. Stimson it is, right on that line.
Short two. Who is that?
Horn. Yeah, they've got space on this left-hand side. Miller skims away from the tackle, and Miller will score. And now it's Cass who are back in front. You felt it was coming. This is turning into an absolute cracker. The lead changes hands once more. Alex Miller puts Cass back in front.
What a game this is. Exactly what you've just said. He's gone back and forth, and Alex Miller, he created a try off his boot in the first half. But this time it's the vision and the combination between him and Dejan Arce. He just skips outside of Mason Lino. We'll get a good look at this now. He gets the ball off Arce, skips over, runs over the top of the half-back Mason Lino, and scores the try in front of his home fans. And again, the atmosphere completely flicks on its head. You'd expect Arce to knock the two over as well, or is Texoy who's going to take over the kicking. And this will be 20 points to 16 to the Castleford Tigers. Great try there by the leader, Alex Miller.
Texoy with the goal-kicking duties. And it is 20 points to 16. Cracker of a game. That's 1, 2, 3, 4 tries that Castleford has scored tonight. As many as they scored in the last 5 games.
Yeah, and they've shown if they get into the right areas, you know, they have got the ability to open up the defence. They did look short there, Wakefield. I think there's a fair bit of fatigue in this side, and probably because, you know, they came up with so many missed tackles and so many errors in that first half. They're doing it tough now and having to dig deep in terms of the well of energy. Josh Griffin thrown out there for Matty Staunton.
The Griffin brothers on opposite side. George,
on the back.
the younger at 33, off the bench for Cass. Josh at 35, off the bench.
Not a bad carry from George. Straight into the action.
Chester is down on the touchline.
Who's together now? Pick a chaos.
Chris Chester, 6 years. He was the coach at Wakefield. Still goes with his mates, still goes and watches the game and has a pint. But he's not involved, well, previously at Lee, but of course Chester's been here for the last 3.5 months as director of rugby.
Move all the way.
It was ultimately his call to name Ryan Carr as the new head coach. Dejan Arce with a teasing kick and well taken by Walmsley. But it's intriguing now, isn't it? We've still got, what? Still got 25 minutes to go.
Yeah, we're no closer to realising who's going to win this game. It's been an absolute humdinger of a game. It's a great take there by Lachlan Walmsley. But looking at Wakefield, I thought they were looking a little bit more dangerous, but now they look really fatigued. Sure, there's a lot of players with their hands on knees. They've lost the shape. Castleford will sense this.
Pratt with the offload. Truman brought down. Midway inside their own half, still Wakefield. Pitts for Fartilli. Fartilli fireworks, don't they, Wakefield? In this last 20-odd minutes. Lino under pressure from Miller, gets the kick away. It's an awkward one, but the bounce will take it behind. And there'll be a tap 20 and a 7-tackle set for Castleford.
Yeah, and that all was down to the kick pressure. Mason Lino's put some absolute towering spiral bombs up. We saw him put the kick up for Josh Rourke's try as well, and on that occasion I think it was Dejan Arce who put him under pressure. He ends up kicking the ball dead, resulting in 7 tackles. This is another big opportunity now for the Cass Tigers. They mount some possession and some points on the board.
Yeah, they had a 10-point advantage at 14-4 just before half-time, before the first of Josh Rourke's 2 tries. Rourke scoring either side of half-time to give Wakefield back the lead. Here is Westerman. Griffin now. Brought down by Atoni and by Smith. Here is Horn, and Westerman's seeing more and more of the ball, isn't he? Demanding to see more and more of the ball, Joe Westerman. Last tackle. Good little sidestep from Atkin. Atkin! Brilliant! It's touchdown! And is Atkin got his reward? Is that a try? Atkin's pass was touched down by a Wakefield player, and Atkin dives over for what could be a massive try. Chris Atkin with the heroics.
I'm off.
Is it going to be a try on the field?
They've got no
or
try.
not? The video ref
We've got a knock on by
again
Castleford.
will make the call. A big
Gonna check that,
moment
mate.
approaching the hour.
It's tackle 5, we've got an on-field call of no try. We're checking to confirm there is a knock-on of Castleford, so Atkins in possession at this point. Ball is passed, that appears to come off a Wakefield hand. So that does come off a Wakefield hand. Confirm that comes off the hand of a Wakefield player. And what happens to the ball? The ball is touched and it goes backwards. We're just checking the pickup now. Anything from the other side possibly tell us more. So we know it's touched at that point and goes backwards. Is that ball touched by Castleford then? Doesn't seem to be. Anything else on that? We just need to confirm there is no knock-on. So go back on this angle, please. So slow on this, please. Is that touched? Can we go to possibly camera 4, please? Play through. Can't see much on that. Okay. Yeah, we'll just check on this. So play through, please. So really slow. So it's touched back of Wakefield at this point. We know it's fine up to this point. Then, based on the on-field call of no try, I don't have sufficient evidence to overturn the live call. Make my decision.
Thanks, mate.
And here comes the decision of the video referee. Controversy at Weldon Road. It was given as no try. Cass were convinced that Simbakin hadn't knocked the ball on. What the video referee is saying is that it isn't enough conclusive evidence for him to overturn the on-field decision. You and I thought it was a try.
Well, the referee's got it wrong. The referee's handed it up because he thought Simbakin had touched the ball and it was Jake Truman. We've cleared that, but then because we can't see the end, they've got the decision wrong. It's a joke, really. Everyone in here, even the Wakefield fans, could see that was a try. It's going to like the touch paper, that's for sure, because Castleford have been outdone to though.
Big call. Make a note of that. Put a red asterisk by it in the notebook as well. 58 minutes. Atkin, or was it Simbakin who got the hand on the ball first? But we thought it was a try.
Well, that was the only question. Who scored the try, Atkin or Simbakin? It was definitely a try. Castleford have been outdone too, but they need to forget that now. I think, you know, the way they're playing, they probably do need to score again. I think there's more points in this game, Stuart.
In the line!
Approaching the hour, 20 points to 16. Wakey will have to wake up, but they may have got away with one there for sure.
Miranda! Down one, hold! Well, one.
You can always tell, can't you, as well with the players. The Wakefield players were lined up behind the post.
Everyone knew in this ground that should have been a try. The referee, to the letter of the law, couldn't conclusively overturn Aaron Moore's decision. And I can see why he went up to the screen, because there was Jay Truman's hand in there, but we can see what Chris Chester thinks.
Because who'd be a coach, who'd be an interim coach. He just wants to go back to the day job. Ryan Carr, the new coach, if you didn't work with us in the first half, we'll be here in the first week in November. Cass's new coach, that was a terrific coach, wasn't it?
Well, and Ryan Carr he'll be delighted with the effort, won't he, and the response from his team. Under adversity, he's come in. He's not even in the place yet, but the team have put a performance in that he'll be happy with. Obviously, there are lots of things that he'll want to tweak and get a little bit better, but in terms of effort, there's something to work with here.
Hour gone. 4 points in it. Bartelli was nearly through, held on halfway, play the ball quickly. Well, Bartelli here is not happy, just an incorrect play the ball against Kyle Bartelli.
Lachlan Walmsley is still struggling, the physios alongside him. I think he might have to leave the field.
Yeah, it was an incorrect play the ball, I think.
Could find a penalty both ways there. As he's trying to play the ball, there's a defender all over him.
Hold it, boys.
Yeah, worry for Wakefield. Right winger Lachlan Walmsley, who was injured, jumping for a ball which Wakefield thought may nearly have led to a try. Cass have spotted that. They want to be attacking this right edge.
Well, yeah. Defence. And there's a substitute getting ready to come on. They obviously haven't got a winger on the bench, but it looks like Cam Scott will go to the wing. But that's a fair bit of disruption.
Here is Liam Horn. Cass hunting more. Good ball now for Wallace. Wallace trying to get away from Cam Scott. Right on that try line. 10 yards to go. Ball back inside. Hoy. Here is Westerman again. Westerman with a switch pass looking for Atkin. Atkin kick towards the corner. Oh, I think it's a knock on by Will Tate. Just couldn't hold on to the ball. The referee is going to bring it back.
Lachlan Walmsley is going to go off the field.
I'm just going to check it, mate.
Yeah, they're going to send him upstairs, mate, just to double check. But there's no doubt we think that, no doubt we know that Tate
confirming he loses the ball over the line.
Well, I think it's a little bit closer than we think. I think he juggles it. Neely gets it down, and I think it's definitely worth a look at.
Who'd be a referee?
No try.
No way.
Tackle 4. We've got an alpha call of no try. We're checking onside, offside, and then into what happens to the contact. So we can play through at this point. So everybody to the right of the kicker is onside. Those to the left will stay well out. Down to the contact. So he's in possession at this point. Takes possession of the ball. It's a genuine tackle. He's making a tackle. The ball is loose. The ball then comes away from the arm at this point. We'll play through. The ball's... At this point, the referee stops again. We have a decision.
Thanks, mate. Yeah, 20, Tom. Thanks, mate.
Well, there you go, confirmed there's no try, but Kevin Brown said it was definitely worth another look. It was a little bit closer than before on first viewing.
Yeah, he did quite well though, Will Tate, even to get that close, didn't he?
Well, with nothing more in that, mate.
But Castleford, you just get the feeling that Wakefield have got more points in them. They might really rue the chances that they've had a couple now. That's a great kick. I think he's been sensational today, Chris Atkin. You know, he could have created 2 tries in the last 5 minutes. As it happens, he's not.
Zero.
He's got to get on with it.
George, goal 0. One. Move all the way back. Goal 1.
Just shy of halfway. Having more and more of an influence, isn't he, Cars Fartilli? McMeekin.
Square. Got 3rd.
Lachlan Wolseley will play no further part. An ankle injury. Truman now for Griffin. Josh Griffin. Playing against his brother George Griffin in the Castleford ranks. Pitts. Good tackle from Liam Horn.
Yeah, he's worked hard, hasn't he, Liam Horn, tonight defensively.
Truman then will go towards the corner. Ball tapped backwards. Oh, and it goes into the arms of Tex Hoy. Well, it was all the fun of the fair there. The ball was tapped backwards. And they will get the ball back through a turnover. Griffin thought he was in with a shout.
Yeah, it's almost like next try winner. You know, the amount of effort that he put in there, but Texoy does fantastically well. Firstly to get the ball and get out of in-goal as well. It's going to be a tough couple of carries. Wakefield lined up with that big white wall.
Down one, hold! Goal 1.
Going to have a cracking last 15 to 16 minutes.
Move all the way now, hold! Goal 2.
Wallace.
Who's together now? Got 3rd. Oh! Who's square line?
Griffin the younger for Castleford.
Got 4.
Here is Horn now. And Mellor.
And move all the way back now.
Still just inside their own half.
Got 5.
Dejanassi.
It's another monster of a boot.
Huge kick. Huge kick. It's a really good kick. And the chance now for the Tigers, and Horn! Horn will stretch over and score! The bounce of the ball this time. It caught Josh Walkout. And Liam Horn picks up the pieces. And Liam Horn will pick Wakefield's pockets. And Liam Horn may have scored the try. Tries given, but offside is what they're going to be looking at. It's another big call for the video referee. The drama continues to unfold.
It's no tackle on field. We're checking both kicks onside, offside, and then into collision and grounding. So pause the ball on the foot. This is the first kick. So we've got chases to the left that are onside, but there is 2 to the right that are off. Sorry, 3 that are off. So Horn is called offside live. So he's Simkin, so we can play this through. So is there anybody in a genuine position to receive the ball? Yes, there is. So the offside chases stay well out of the 10. That's not been touched though. Let's see what happens now. So let's just track where he comes from. So it's Lawler. So Lawler is onside. So we track the 3 players that are off. So we know they stay well outside the 10. So Lawler is onside. It's now his second kick. So everybody from his second kick is onside. So we can play through. See what happens there. That appears to be touched. If that's touched by Wakefield, does that go forward? Yes, it does. So we're now 0 tackle. So we can play through at this point. Now into grounding. The ball is grounded. Remember decision.
Wow, Josh Rourke was caught out by a monster kick from Dejanassi. They may have had a try disallowed some 7 or 8 minutes ago. Liam Horn not to be denied this time. The Cats extend their lead.
Well, third time lucky. 3 video referees' decisions, and Liam Horn quite fortunate at the bounce. It was a huge kick, a spiralling bomb, and he was offside, but the chase. You get another look at it, because George Lawler kicks the ball, Liam Horn finds the line, and he gets the ball down. And now we have got a 15 minutes.
Just to explain, as Texoy looks to make it a 10-point ball game once again. 26 points to 16 with 15 minutes to go. Just to explain, the kick from Assey, Horn may have been in front of the kicker at the time, but
He was
Lawler,
behind the second kicker.
Lawler was onside the whole time, and because he touched the ball and kicked it towards a Wakefield player, that plays Horn back onside. Is that about the
Exactly that.
Yeah.
And now they've gone short. They realise that they're running out of time. They'll get the ball back here. Yeah, it is the correct call. They need to come back. It's a penalty.
They will come back. Offside.
Yeah. Liam Horn's played the ball. They're still going. It's 3v3 in the corner. Come back, fellas. You're wasting your time. This is a big moment now. They went short. They're going to get the ball with 14 minutes to go. Get to see the replay here, Stu.
Got captain's challenge coming, Tom.
Yeah.
The decision.
Well, they're given a knock-on against Cass and then offside, but Cass are going to challenge this.
And in the back player, making this cover tackle was Ollie Pratt, and he's actually on his haunches now with the physios. They may need to stretch him off.
Taking somebody out the play.
Got a captain's challenge from Castleford. They're challenging the on-field ruling of a tackle off the ball. So we're clear to this point. We've already cleared that. The ball is touched by Wakefield. It goes backwards in relation to the ground. So that's playing at this point. And then hits the Castleford player's boot. Does that hit the Castleford man? Yes, it does. And he's in an offside position. Castleford will retain the challenge. There's been a prior breach of offside.
Thanks, mate. Boys, you're going to retain your challenge, but it's a prior breach. You're going to retain your challenge as an offside before. Is it from Castleford or offside, mate?
Well, there you go.
It's an offside, a prior breach, Alex. It's a prior breach of offside.
Offside is the decision against Cass. By the way, Kane Robb and Jeremiah Simbakin will not return for the Castleford Tigers. A double injury blow. Both have got arm injuries. Both will be missing. So Wakefield with a chance to hit back. They've got to score twice. 10 points in it.
Wait there, wait.
Yep. And they'll be looking at putting some play together. Liam Mudd's back on in the fold. The hooker. Sending Big Matty Staunton in, and then I'm sure Mason Lino and Jake Truman will be pulling the strings, trying to create some space.
Well, they've got to score next, that's for sure. 26 points to 16, 13 minutes to go for Wakefield to turn this around. Here is a Tony, a Castleford about to blow the race for the top six wide open. Hull FC fans will be roaring the Tigers on. Here is Lido now, and Truman pins by Griffin. Griffin going for the line. Brilliant goal line defence from Castleford. Still 2 tackles left for the Tigers. Truman takes the line on, brought down 7 yards away. 10 points in it. Here is Hood now. Lido kick through towards the line. Miller can't get there.
I think that was Renoff there.
Tony has got there. Is it going to be a try for Wakefield? The kick from Lino. Tony was the first to it. It's another big call for the video ref.
Tackle 5, got an for call of no try. Pause the ball on the foot. We're looking at onside, offside first. So everybody to the right is onside. Those that are off to the left will stay out. So we're now in towards grounding. Appears to be Castleford hand. So we're just looking to confirm who grounds the ball. So it's a moving ball. So we're slow at this point. Keep going slow. So we're looking at the hands of Assy. Does he ground the ball off? He'll call no try. Anything else on that, please? Possibly the other side, just to confirm that Assy does get his hand to the ball. Yeah, this will do us, yeah. So we're looking at the hand of Assy, so slow on this, please. Slow, slow. Slow on this, please. Assy touches the ball, keep going through, keep going through. The ball goes dead. Member decision.
Thank you.
Well, there you go. You've got to say it was a good spot by Aaron Moore. No try. It was a great rescue from Dejan Assy, who saved a certain try.
No try.
It's a goal line dropout. The pressure isn't over just yet for Castleford, but Dejan Assy to the rescue.
Yeah, that was absolutely resilience. Every bit of sinew in that shoulder there was stretched out to the max just to get there in front of Renoff. But like you say, job's not done.
There is Pratt now. 12 minutes to go. They need 12 points. They need 2 converted tries to hit the front again. Castleford going to cause an upset. And what have Wakefield got? Lino's ball wasn't the best one, but it came
again
off a Cass hand, so Wakefield get another set. The drama.
Yeah, more pressure, more pressure. But they're getting frustrated now, Wakefield. This is the 3rd set. This is the game. If Castleford can just hold out for a few more minutes, and the clock really becomes the best friend. Just love the way they're scrambling. The first to everything, aren't they? When the ball's on the floor, they're diving on it.
Here is Cam Scott.
Pat George, hold.
Ball's out the back door, it's a poor one, and Johnston is pushed into touch, and there is the error, there is the mistake, and that's what pressure does, and pressure tells, and Cass celebrating as if they've won the game, and downhearted Darryl Powell, Chris Chester will be absolutely thrilled.
Yeah, and he'll be questioning his side's execution. It's just not been good enough, and you can see him shaking his head there and saying it's not good enough. They have an opportunity, they don't quite get the timing right, they don't get their execution right, and not only do they not score the try or make the break, they put the ball over the touchline as well. So real relieving bit of poor skill there from Wakefield, and Darryl will be scratching his head because that's where they've been really good all season. You know, the execution and the way they played, they're an entertaining side, but when they're chasing the game, it's just not worked for them tonight.
The Cass have been exceptional. Darryl Powell's former club. Well, they have stood up and they have been counted and they have performed and they have responded. Castleford tonight. Here is Horn. Is it Horn's try with 15 minutes to go? It's going to make the difference.
Well, with 10 minutes, one of the teams that you don't really want to play against when they're chasing points is Wakefield, because even though they're not quite had it their own way, they have still got ability in abundance and skill, and the players to score more than 2 tries.
Sam Hall getting a taste of the action. Chris Chester looking anxiously on. Hoy with the kick, taken by Josh Rourke this time. This looks nothing like the Castleford side, thrashed for the last 5 weeks, conceding over 220 points and scoring only 4 tries.
Yeah, and Wakefield looking to move the ball. This is what Castleford have done all day. I think it's been a real brave performance and style of play that they've played. They've tested Wakefield multiple times, and now Wakefield are having to do the same. They're moving the ball much more than they probably want to.
Pitts now and Lino. Here is Rourke. Griffin off his bootlaces. Johnston now. Johnston down the touchline. Oh, the ball goes inside. There isn't a try. And Nicotimo. Did it come off a Castleford hand? The pass inside. It may well have come off a Tiger hand. And Nicotimo has touched down. Johnston's break. The pass inside. It looks like Wakefield are back in it. What a game. And another big decision for the video ref, Tom Grant.
So tackle 4, we've got an on-field called try. I'm checking that he stays in field at this point, which he does, and then confirm that the ball does go back off Castleford. So is that touched by Castleford? That's what we're asking now. So I can't see much on that one. So can we go back on this, please, just to confirm who this ball comes off. So the live view is that it comes off the Castleford player's arm. So if we're playing from this point, we've established that's not touched. Does that come back off Castleford? Anything else on this, please, just to confirm that the ball comes back off Castleford, as per the live call? This might tell us more. So look at Stimson. Can't see the arm at that point. Anything else? So we're just looking to confirm via this angle. I don't get much on that. Anything else on that one? So this is the best we've got. So that's missed by Atkin. The live call is that it's touched by Castleford and goes back, so we can play on to this point. That's fine. Slow on this, please. Just take this back, please. Stay on this angle. So, yeah, just looking at grounding now. So we've already established that it goes backwards. So play through towards grounding. So nice and slow from this point. And the ball is grounded. I've seen all I need.
Thanks, pal.
Oh, what a game we're having. I mean, there's a big try scored by Seth Nicotimo. On-field decision, try. Video ref confirming, try. And another big call. And this one has gone Wakefield's way, and Lino now
Wait, Mason, wait.
will attempt to reduce the deficit to just 4 points once more.
And that was very similar, wasn't it, to the try that was disallowed for Simbikin.
Here is the kick for Lino, and up go the flags. And Lino makes it 26 points to 22, and 8 minutes to go, and it's anybody's game.
Well, it was a beautiful play to get them down there. And you've got to say it was the correct decision, albeit I do think it was probably more in doubt than the try by Simbikin. I think there was probably potentially a fingertip there by both players. But it's a beautiful bit of play to open up the space. And what a 8 minutes or so we've got left now.
Fantastic finish on the cards. Let's just hope if there is a winning try, it's one with a bit of brilliance. Not a controversial call. Here is Griffin. Slotting into the centre. He played a lot of his career, of course. Josh Griffin.
Yeah, it's been a brutal game, hasn't it? There's players missing from both sides.
Go first.
Now the speed of the play, the ball's really getting quick. Castleford are hanging on here now.
Square. Go 4.
Yeah, there is Fartelli. 7 minutes to go on the last. Play the ball for Lino. And Lino goes high now. Wallace lets the ball bounce. Bouncing all over the place. And it's a handover. Well, it was taken by Cass on the bounce.
You want a challenge?
Well, there's going to be a captain challenge here.
Oh, we've got a captain challenge coming.
I think they've got a point as well. I thought he was pulled back there.
He tackled
If he
5.
was pulled back, it's a penalty.
Wakefield are challenging the ruling of a handover. They believe that he was taken before he's caught the ball.
Yep, there's the explanation.
He
Aaron
was
Ball
tackled without
saying
the ball.
Wakefield think that their player was hauled back. Let's see.
That's a challenge from Wakefield. They're challenging the on-field ruling of a handover. They believe there was a player taken out without the ball. So pause the ball on the foot. Everybody to the right is on sides with players off to the left. Let's track them. So they stay outside of the 10. So looking in towards the challenge now. So looking at Elliot Wallace. Wallace has a hand on Josh Rourke. Which prevents him from getting a clean catch of the ball. The challenge is successful.
The right call, Kevin Brown.
Yeah, I think so, and it's that man again, Josh Rourke. He's chased everything. What a big player. Great challenge as well, you've got to say, about the captain.
Wait, on your line, line!
Massive captain challenge. And here is Fartelli. They've twice been 10 points behind in this game, Wakefield. Can they snatch it right at the death? A Tony it is, right on the try line.
High space, Ranouf, high space!
Liam Hood.
Ball 2.
The ball goes to the left-hand side. Lino now. Truman by Griffin. No way through for Josh Griffin, who tried to stay in play. Just about does on that far side.
Have you got me, Marks?
Desperate goal line defence from Castleford. They've been in front for so long in this game. McMeekin now. Westerman in there. Griffin making the tackle of the former Cass star, Mike McMeekin. Here is Hood.
Keep going.
Ball goes to the right once more. Truman out of the back door from Rourke. Rourke runs across the line, looking for a way through, looking for the pass, which finds Timo again.
Great tackle.
I see it was defensively on Staunton. It's the last one. Truman with a sidestep. Can he offload to Hood? Hood now out of the back door for Lino. Lino, but can't go through. Brilliant defence from Castleford. Wakefield kept at bay. The clock is ticking. 5 minutes to go. 4-point ball game.
Thank you.
Brilliant defence. Scramble. Great attack. Offload. Second phase. And there's bodies all over. This is going to be one of the toughest 5 minutes for both sides of the season.
Go on.
Wow, it's been absolutely pulsating, hasn't it?
Go 2.
Well, Wigan taking a big step towards securing second spot. Huge win over Saints, 18 points to 4. Jay Fields' second half try proving crucial. But whose try will prove crucial maybe in the last 4 minutes? Ball has been lost. Ball has been
I guarantee they're going to challenge this.
Come here, mate. I'm going to challenge it. Oh, challenge coming.
Well, it was Wood, wasn't it? They have to challenge, don't they? And on we go. The clock is stopped with 4 minutes to go. A captain's challenge.
Knock on me.
Captain's challenge from Castleford. They're ruling the on-field, disputing the on-field ruling of a knock-on. So we'll play through from this point. So we can see here, McMeekin puts his knee back in the ruck, which dislodges the ball, which causes the ball to come out. The challenge is successful.
Thanks, mate. Thank you.
Another cracking captain challenge, this time from the Castleford Tigers. Mike McMeekin was involved at the play the ball, and Sam Wood was convinced he hadn't dropped the ball. 4 minutes to go. Penalty to Castleford, who lead 26-22. Chris Chester wandering around on the touchline like an expectant father. Cam Cass, hang on.
Yeah, and Texoy on that occasion, he wasn't going to take the second chance of kicking the ball out again. He tapped the ball and made a great little run.
It's stolen, is it? It's a penalty. It's a penalty. Got to be one-on-one in the tackle. Fartilli was chancing his arm. It's another penalty, back-to-back penalties. Yeah, a Tony had released. It was fair enough. One-on-one ball steal is okay, but that wasn't okay.
Yeah, and they're just going to look to play this set down. Wakefield will get the ball again, but I'm sure Castleford are just going to drive this into the corner. The real basic stuff, and then look to defend the way to this victory.
Stimson. Dejan Assi, who's had a fine game as well. The halves for Cass have been really good. Assi and Atkin. Here is Horn. Two tackles left in the set. Stimson now for Mellor. They will just play it as far down the field as Kevin said, into that corner to waste precious seconds. Atkin. Charge for the line by Lewis Senior. But he's held up on the line, and that's all that Cass would have wanted. Right on the line, they've got to go the length, and they've got 2 minutes, Wakefield, to rescue this. Is the drama right at the end? Now for Wakefield. You just have the feeling throughout that Castleford have been the hungrier of the two teams. Nicotimo.
Well, they're going to move the ball in this now. They've gone down a short side, Stuart.
They have, with Hood and Griffin for Johnston. Pushed to the ground, slammed to the ground. 2 tackles left in the set. Cass fans are getting ready to celebrate. Lino. Play on, says the referee. Here is Cam Scott now, back inside for Raw on the charge.
1 tackle to go.
A Tony, it is the last one. Lino, Raw puts a kick through towards the line. And it's going to be a goal line dropout. Well, that was a brilliant set from Wakefield. They've gone the whole length of the field and they forced a goal line dropout. And they're going to have probably 1 or 2 plays. 40 seconds to go. But the shot clock still shows 15 seconds to go. So they will run it down and run it down and run it down until the very last minute. The shot clock showing 6 seconds, 5 seconds. Tex Hoy looking at the scoreboard. Goes down to 1 second. takes the drop out. Here is Fartilli, and Wakefield have possibly one more play.
Keep your eyes on Jake Truman, he'll be all over this play.
This is it. The ball goes to Truman, and it comes off the side of his boot. The ball goes down to ground, and it goes out to play. And Castleford have won the derby to deal a huge blow to Wakefield's hopes of a top 6 finish. The Tigers, who've been dreadful for the last 6 weeks, produced one of their best performances of the season. Celebrations for Castleford, celebrations for Chris Chester. They've beaten their arch rivals, and they thoroughly deserved it.
Yeah, they absolutely did. That victory was all based around heart and effort. I think that's what Chris Chester would have spoken about. There's no hope of them getting in the playoffs. They can't go up any more positions, but what they can do is restore some pride and give these loyal fans something to cheer about.